Hello and welcome to a more perfect podcast. This is an episode that's kind of off the cuff. So, I just went and I voted early in Florida for Donald J. Trump for 4 more years of his administration. Let me tell you why. So, voting for Trump, it was kind of a personal decision for me, honestly. I've been a Trump supporter ever since 2016. I remember waking up and my dad coming in my room and he was like, "Hey, guess who's our president?" And I was like, "Who?" I was still waking up. And he was like, "Donald Trump." And I was like, "Oh my God." I honestly thought that the world was going to end like everybody else. I was like, "Holy crap, this guy doesn't know anything." But as the years went by and as I saw what he did, I was amazed. I was amazed, and my mind totally changed from that initial wow moment to I'm glad I supported this guy. But as I supported him throughout high school and throughout college, I was picked on. I was bullied and I was put down, excluded, all the things that go along with that. I was mistreated. Sometimes I wore my Make America Great Again hat to school and it was snatched off my head, thrown on the ground, and stomped on. I'm not kidding. I had a Trump bumper sticker that I stuck on my folder and it got kicked across the hallway and stomped on. And you may say, "Oh, well, he deserves it." What kind of a person are you to kick it and stomp on it? Okay? It's just disgusting. I saw my buddy um, my classmates, they had trucks with Trump stickers on it and a big old American flag, right? They got keyed. Their cars got keyed. It's disgusting what happened to them. It's personal for me. I was called a white supremacist by people online just for saying that, oh, I support the police, I support my president, and I support the country. And I was called all these names. I was mistreated. It's terrible. Look, I don't mean to come here to bitch to you, but like the things that the left did and the way they treated us is some of the most disgraceful political action in history. You don't see Trump supporters going up and picking on, pushing around, and slamming Biden supporters, do you? You don't see Trump supporters stealing Biden signs. You only see Biden supporters stealing Trump signs. What does that tell you about the civility? The civility of the left. I don't know. I'm hesitant to say the Democratic Party, but mostly the left, and especially amongst our younger generation. I'm a first time voter, right? Um, I'm the youngest generation eligible to vote. After this election, I'm going to have to change the description of this podcast, I guess, because I won't be the youngest generation anymore. However, the way that we've been treated over these past 4 years makes it really personal for me to vote. Okay? When I went into that polling station and I voted in Donald J. Trump, I remembered everything that people had given me. Everything, all the crap that people had given me for supporting the president. It's honestly disgusting. It was disgusting how I was treated. It was disgusting how my friends were treated. I was made fun of by my teachers. I would wear my Make America Great Again hat to my U.S. history class, and I was ridiculed. They told me, "Oh, well, Trump's not the first president to use Make America Great Again." And I was like, okay, Trump is the worst president. He's undone all the stuff, this and that. And I was like, okay, can we just get on with the class now? And they wouldn't stop. Even when I would leave, my teachers would talk about me behind my back. I heard from my friends that one of my teachers, my U.S. history teacher, he would trash talk me, okay? But that wasn't all. So again, I had this Trump sticker on my folder, and my AP Lit teacher, AP Literature and Composition, if you don't have the AP in your state, it's kind of like the Ivy League, like you can get college credit in high school, that kind of thing. We have that in the United States. So this AP teacher, this AP Lit teacher, he would call out my political views in class, and he would say, "Oh, well, some of us support things that are way different than what everybody else supports." And he said it in such a mocking way. And he said a bunch of other stuff, too, that I won't repeat here to me. But it was just disgusting. I was made fun of every single turn by my bandmates who would say, "Oh, Dylan's the Trump supporter," or "Your brother supports Donald Trump? Ew." And stuff like that. And then I got called a Nazi by people, and people started rumors that I was like a white supremacist. It was terrible. And so it was very, very personal to me to vote for President Trump for 4 more years. Okay, this is kind of the story of a young Trump supporter, and I feel like through supporting Trump, I really found my political awakening. I really found the spark that ignited my political career and eventually caused me to start this podcast. So this has been kind of a personal podcast for me, but I really just wanted to get this out there. Why I supported Trump for president in 2020. That was why. So with this kind of a catalyst to start my political reaction, so to speak, I started to learn more about the issues. And honestly, the issue that like really just got to me was the whole civility thing. So these people that would make fun of me and make fun of my friends for supporting Trump, so much so that we would have to shut up in class and not speak up about what we believed, even though we would see everybody else. Back then it was Sanders. Everybody was supporting Sanders, and everybody had the Sanders bumper sticker. But if you had a Trump bumper sticker, again, you would get keyed. Your car would get scratched with a car key, and you would have to shut up about it. You couldn't have Trump stickers on your car. You would be ridiculed, called a racist, excluded from, like, if the band dudes were going to a restaurant for lunch, suddenly they would just leave without you. It was terrible. So there was stuff like that, and you have to shut up about it. All my friends, we would have to be quiet about our beliefs as we watched everybody else speak up about their beliefs, and that hurt. That was bad. Let's get back to this civility thing. These people would all proclaim about, oh, Trump's civility is so bad, oh, we need civility back in American politics. Like, look at how you're treating other people. You claim, oh, I want civility, I want decency. Look at what you did, okay? One of my former friends, he's not my friend anymore, he left a vicious review on my podcast just because I supported Trump, okay? It was disgusting. I left a transcript of some of the things he said in my sources if you want to check that out. It's in the Pastebin link. But some of the things you said, if you read them, they're just vicious. And he edited his review since then, but just the amount of hatred that these people expound towards people of the opposite political view as they hypocritically claim that, oh, we need to have tough conversations. Like, you're not fostering the environment for any kind of conversation, okay? You don't deserve to have a conversation, and I certainly am not going to have a conversation with somebody that wants to insult me and insult what I believe. It's disgusting. It's awful. It's the worst thing that I've ever seen. As a young Trump supporter, I saw the Nicholas Sandmann controversy where they were standing in front of I think it was the Lincoln Monument, and there was this whole controversy about how Nicholas Sandmann was a white supremacist, and, he was yelling down and shouting down a Native American protester who it actually turned out was harassing them. Sandmann later sued CNN. I believe it was the Washington, or maybe it was the Washington Post. I don't know, when he got a huge sum of money from them, rightfully so. I hope he gets way more money. Actually, it was CNN that he sued. It was disgusting the way they treated us, okay? I couldn't wear my Trump hat to school without being looked at, without being, just nobody would want to be seen with the dude with the MAGA hat on. It was terrible. My own former friends just called me disrespect. Like, they would say the most mean things to me. I've been blocked by some of my friends that I thought were, all tolerant and, ready to have a conversation, even though we disagreed, because I would always, try to say, hey, what do you think of this? And they would always just go, oh, screw you, I'm blocking you. Of course, I'm paraphrasing here, but that was what they would do. And it was just disgusting. Again, the whole theme of this episode is it's personal for some of us, and certainly for me, to vote for Trump, okay? The way you treat people, they don't forget that. They don't forget that, and especially if it's political and we can take a stand against you by voting, oh, like hell we will. Like hell we will. So, even if you haven't been treated bad by a Biden supporter or a socialist Sanders supporter, I want you to think about what you heard today. If you're a Trump supporter and you're, thinking about getting ready to vote, okay? I want you to get out there and vote for me, for my friends, for everybody that I know, because if nothing else, you gotta stand against these people that were so mean to us for 4 years. They were, excuse my language, but they were assholes to us for 4 long years. Now's your time. Now's your time to take a stand against them. You hear? So take a stand. Go out. Vote. 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 It's very, very easy, okay? I'm sure most of you got your driver's license, right? Well, at least in the state where I live, all you need is your driver's license. You go in there, you're registered to vote, you're ready to go, and you give them your license, they scan it a little bit, and you just say, okay, you go over to the little voting booth and you bubble Donald J. Trump, Mike Pence. Boom, it's done. And also, if you're voting in Florida, again, please vote no on Amendment 2. That's about it, okay? So the way that people treated the Trump supporters, and especially the young Trump supporters these past 4 years, it was disgusting. It was just absolutely inexcusable. All right, well, that's enough for me. This episode, again, it's about how sometimes voting for Donald Trump, it's personal. It was personal for me, and I'm sure for a lot of people listening to this, it'll be personal for you too. So get out and vote and stand against these idiots and these assholes. Have a more perfect day.